Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to a very special day that it has been here on Juma. We are not just showing you some grass, but hopefully moving behind that wall of grass you can see is the beautiful young male cheetah that we managed to find on Juma this morning. First cheetah we've had here since about May time last year. We watched him make a successful hunt, which we've also tracked down. We've tracked down him and the food. There's plenty of food left, but he's lying away from it at the moment, enjoying the shade in what is a rather warm afternoon, as it's turned out to be. But the weather is so unpredictable at the moment, it might snow in about 5 minutes, who knows. My name is Ben. On camera with me I have got Olaf. We are out in Rusty, and very much going to enjoy spending a little bit of time with this beautiful male cheetah here. I'm hoping he's going to pop his head up for us. Again, he's been up and down in the sort of 10 minutes or so that we've been here. So I'm hoping, of course, at some point he'll go back and choose to feed on a little bit more of that young male impala that we saw him take down this morning. So a very, very special day for us here in Juma. If you have any questions or comments or anything along those lines, we would always love to hear from you. So please do remember to send in those things via the relevant links. And we would delight to answer in all of them.
And guess what? Surprise, surprise, our three amigos are fat and happy. We can only see one over there. The other two are lying flat in the long grass. However, you see that lovely fat belly. A couple of days ago, we had them chasing a big kudu bull off into the fence, and they were unsuccessful. I want you just to have a look at the size of this kudu that has been fed on by these three. That is a big kudu bull, and it's reasonably the same size as the one that they were chasing, that I thought they had no chance of bringing down. And I'm pretty sure that they would have chased it out of the thickets from up on the ridge, just up above us here, and they probably were hanging on to it and landed up bringing it down over here. They fed on it the whole of yesterday and today. As I say, we can see one nice and clearly. He's rolling around very content with his fat, swollen stomach. But we know with these guys, they really do digest their food very quickly. So they'll probably, I'm hoping, go back and feed soon. And well, what a fantastic start to the sunset safari. We've got spots here, but also with Ben. And we've come down into the Bushman's River Basin, and wonderful to catch up with a nice big breeding herd of buffalo. There's quite a few babies here, and there's quite a few bulls, and obviously lots of females. So it is a nice, rounded breeding herd. And they were doing their very typical ogre type or orc-like call that earlier. There was a little bit of a sort of a argument between two of them, but it seems like it's been resolved. Now, a little bit of grazing. Some of them are grazing, moving through with the wind in the grass here. And some of the babies drinking from mom. I don't know if you can see that. Trying to drink, but mom's just laid down. And some just lying, ruminating. There's all sorts going on. You almost don't know where to look. Well, I think this male lion probably has the best kept hair on the reserve, if not in the business. It is immaculate. And he's also had a lot of rain on him, so it's nicely drying out now in the wind. Just look at that. It's pristine. Very good looking chap, I must say. So the last time we saw them was a couple of days ago when they had, well, the females had killed an eland. I don't think the male got to eat any of that for a change. And now they've returned. That was on quite far in the west. Now they've returned to the east, down in the basin, and they're almost right on the eastern boundary. So they've moved quite far. The females, that is. The male, he's now just hooked up with them again. He probably was wondering where they went. Well, they went off on a jaunt with the cubs, took them on a nice long walk, and then we saw them when they were returning back down towards the basin. And the cubs apparently have been left sort of down in the riverline, the Bushman's River, and I think while these females are trying to hunt, that's probably why they've left them there. They're very good at that. There's sort of always like a kind of little signal that the female does give to the cubs, and they just stay put. So that's obviously exactly what's happened.
So we have got all of the kitty cat luck this Thursday. Wowee. Mr. Fluffy Ears himself, the young, beautiful male leopard, Marips. I'm so happy that he managed to fend off the hyenas. I wonder how long it took him to pluck up the courage. He tried desperately this morning and was chased off. And luckily for him, he is safely back in the tree with his lunch. Happy days. He's definitely gotten bigger since the last time I saw him. And I can see he's eaten quite a bit. His belly is nice and round. So I don't know how much of the carcass is left. I can see a rib bone sticking out underneath his elbow. I don't know when he killed this, or whether maybe Molwati killed it and has just been sharing, but they only found him here this morning. So it might have been sometime during the night. Oh, he's going to go up the tree. Oh, he's coming closer to us. That's quite wonderful. Wow. The guy's coat color changes in the sun.
Well, we're taking it a bit slower here. We've been blocked off by a lovely family of 5 crested francolins that are in the road. Oh, one's pecking the other one on the head. I think he's probably doing a bit of grooming. It looks rather aggressive when birds do it, though. And there's another couple just off to the left. But all 5 of them were having a lovely dust bath there. Oh, there they go. So you saw the roller doing it just briefly before you joined us earlier. But where obviously a lot of these roads have been fixed and we've done a bit of road maintenance after the rains, so there's all this loose soil everywhere, which is perfect for these birds to run through their feathers.
So our 2 elephant young bulls have now made their way to the water to quench their thirst. And we are about 6 meters from them, to give you an idea. So listen to the sounds of them drinking. Buddy says, give him a little nudge and say, no man, make space for me. I'm also thirsty. Goodness. Behave, please. I remember once in the Timbavati we were also watching elephants drinking like this. And there was this very playful young boy. Took a trunk full of water and splashed the whole car with it. Not a lot of clouds. We're not going to have that reflection from the clouds, but what we are going to have is a beautiful glow overall in the sky once everything is down.
Oh, BK, you are working magic there. I mean, I know the grass and the sun are doing a lot of it too, but you are making it shine. It looks fantastic. So I don't know if you knew this, but this species of scrub hare, so there's been a bit of debate about this. It's quite a hot topic, actually. There's been a bit of debate about how we classify this scrub hare versus the one you find in the Western Cape. And that one's now been kind of dubbed the Cape hare, and this one's been dubbed the African savanna hare. But whether it's two separate subspecies or not is still a hot topic of debate, so I don't know. But this one, even as the African savanna hare, if it was a different subspecies, this is Lepus victoriae. Oh, cute. It's coming back again. Miles, thank you so much for joining us for an amazing adventure this afternoon. It has been spectacular. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I think the scrub hare has been my highlight though, as much as I enjoyed seeing the leopard. This has been very playful and a great way to end a fantastic day. My second day back on drive and I'm loving it. But really, what a fantastic adventure today has been. I want to say another huge thank you to everybody for joining us, for the leopard and the cheetahs and everything else in between, the buffaloes and everything that's happened, but of course the scrub hare as well. It's very, very cute. From myself and BK and the rest of the team, we really do appreciate you getting involved and chatting with us as well, especially, but mostly for joining us out here in the African bush. Never a bad day to be in the bush, and the animals are a total bonus all the time, especially little scrub hares that's currently stalking up to the car. Let's try it one more time before we go. That's amazing. All right, everyone, it's time for us to say goodnight. But we'll be back out bright and early tomorrow morning for our sunrise safari, 5:30 a.m. Central African time. I hope you enjoyed all of the antics. And wherever you are, stay safe, and we will see you very, very soon.